NASCAR Cup Series finished a great race on the dirt at Bristol. The Baltimore Orioles shocked the New York Yankees in a 3-game set. And the San Diego Padres have proven why they can be a force to be reckoned with as they get a split with the Atlanta Braves. I will have much more on that and a few other series of special interest in the world of Major League Baseball. And we will start the show right after this.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Good night, everybody, and a hello to all of you watching out there in YouTube land. It is now time for the Scott Manning YouTube Sports Weekend Wrap-Up Show. All right, we wrap up the world. We wrap up the news in the world of the sports world, and we are going to start the show right now. And how are we going to start it off? Let's start it off with NASCAR. Normally, I would end the show with NASCAR, but I'm going to start off with it right out of the gate because we saw a great race on the dirt at Bristol. Kyle Busch gets his first win of the season, despite the fact he only hit the final 50 to 100 feet of the race. Tyler Reddick, who led 99 laps of the race, came home second. Him and Chase Briscoe had a great battle all the way to the end. They spun around. Reddick tried to get his car going in the right direction. He got it going again. But Kyle Busch, he just flat out stole it. But Kyle Busch the winner. Tyler Reddick second. Joey Logano third. A nice run for him tonight. Kyle Larson was fourth. Ryan Blaney came home fifth in the other Penske car. Alex Bowman was sixth. Christopher Bell was seventh. Chase Elliott eighth. Michael McDowell, the last year's Daytona 500 champion, was ninth. And Ty Dillon was 10th. And just FYI, Chase Briscoe finished 13th. This race had a lot of everything. It had a lot of wrecks. It had a lot of great racing. A lot of yellows. 2 red flags for rain. A lot of people are thinking, oh, this race is going to end a lot sooner than it did. But it didn't. The checkered flag fell a little after 11 o'clock tonight. But we got the 250 laps in at Bristol. So what's next for the NASCAR Cup Series? Oh, yes. Next Sunday, they go down to beautiful Talladega, Alabama for the Talladega 500. Actually, it's called the Geico 500. But you know what? I'm calling it the Talladega 500 because that's how I was raised. And to think about old Bob Jenkins, who passed away a couple of years back. This one's for him. That's all I'm going to say. So Kyle Busch wins on the dirt. Next Sunday, we hit the biggest track of them all, Talladega Super Speedway in Alabama. A 3 o'clock start time. May the best driver win, and whoever survives it is going to earn it. And that's all there is to it. But a great win tonight for Kyle Busch on the dirt at Bristol. He gets his first win of the year, and he breaks a 25-race winless streak. And my congratulations to him. All right, that's the NASCAR portion of the show. Now, the rest of the way, we're going to be talking Major League Baseball. And how are we going to start? Oh, yes! The Baltimore Orioles take 2 out of 3 from the New York Yankees. Okay, hold on here. Let's see what we're trying to find out what's going on. Let's see if I'm still on the air. I think I am. Give a thumbs up. Okay, there we go. Now we're all set. Just had a little connection issue there. Now we're back underway. But now, let's talk about the Baltimore Orioles taking 2 out of 3 from the New York Yankees. How beautiful was it? All those years the Yankees beating everybody up, Now they're sitting at the bottom of the division. Actually, towards the bottom of the division. The Orioles are still there. However, the Yankees, the Orioles taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. I apologize for the mix-ups, but I'm just so excited right now. I'm just so happy. But the Orioles taking 2 of 3 from the Yankees at Camden Yards. It was big. On Friday, the Orioles took it 2-1. Aroldis Chapman walked in a winning run with the bases loaded. The pitch was a bit high. Yankees manager Aaron Boone tried to argue it. He got thrown out of the game after the game was over. How could that happen? We don't know. Orioles taking the win on Friday 2-1. Then on Saturday, the Yankees got their revenge. A 5-2 victory over the Orioles. J.P. Sears got the win. He only pitched an inning, struck out 1 and walked 1. Clay Holmes got the save. He pitched an inning and a third and struck out 1. Then on Sunday, this is what's going to have everybody talking. Nestor Cortez, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, walked 1. He struck out 12, and he had the immaculate inning in the 4th inning when he struck out the side on 9 pitches. But what happened on Sunday? Oh, I know what happened Sunday. The bullpen. The Yankees' bullpen showed its best and how pathetic they are. Rajon Odor delivered a 2-run single against his former team. Remember when Odor got traded away and got sent to the Orioles in a trade? He got his revenge on his old team. And the Orioles scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th to get the big win. I'm still shaking my head on how in the world this happened. But if you think about it, if you look inside the numbers, I got 3 players from each team. I have 3 players from each team that really delivered. Austin Hayes in this 3-game set, 5 for 12 with a double, 2 walks, but he did strike out 3 times. Trey Mancini, he was only 3 for 11 with a run, 2 walks, and he struck out 3 times. Kelvin Gutierrez, he only played 1 game in the series. He was 2 for 5 with a run, a double, 2 RBIs, a walk, and he struck out twice. The Orioles had it, but the Yankees didn't. Aaron Hicks, 3 for 10 with a walk, 3 for 10 with a run, and he walked twice. Josh Donaldson, 3 for 13 in this series with a run, a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, and a walk. But Gleyber Torres, I don't want to talk about it, but 0 for 11 for the series with a walk, and he struck out 4 times. The Yankees got humiliated at Camden Yards. Losing 2-1 on Friday night on a bases-loaded walk, that was just unreal. And then to see the Orioles on Sunday put 5 on the board in the bottom of the 8th against the Yankees, the big bag New York Yankees, unreal. And that's all I can say for this series. The Orioles were ready. The Yankees were caught napping. And the Orioles took 2 out of 3 from the Bronx Bombers. This is Major League news right here. Unreal. That's all you can say. And the Sunday victory, this is the first time the Orioles have shut out the Yankees since 2016. And that was 92 games ago. This is how big this is. And that's the bottom line. The Orioles take 2 out of 3 for the Yankees. And a big victory there. And my hats go off to the Baltimore Orioles. They'll probably finish at the bottom of the division, like everybody's projected. But I know it's April, but could this be a sign of things to come for the Yankees? We'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, let's move on. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers get a split get a 4-game. Both teams, they play 4 games and they get a split. On Thursday afternoon, the Brewers beat the Cardinals 5-1. Brandon Woodruff, a good performance, but not spectacular. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, a walk, and he struck out 2. Adam Wainwright, it was not exactly himself. He pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, a home run. He walked 2, but he struck out 7. Woodruff gets the win. Then on Friday, the Cardinals got their revenge. Miles Mikolas. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, an earned run, walked 1, and he struck out 7. Freddie Peralta, he got beat up. He only pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, and struck out 4. And that was it for him. On Saturday, you wanted a pitcher's duel? You got one. Steven Matz, he got the win. He pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 6. Adrian Hauser, he got the loss. He pitched 5 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, walked 3, he struck out 4. But Giovanni Gallogius, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name, he pitched an inning and a third, gave up a hit, and struck out 1. Those are the kind of games that the Cardinals are used to. Keep that in mind. Then on Sunday, the Brewers got their revenge and got a split with a 6-5 victory over the Cardinals at American Family Field. By the way, Miller Park sounds a whole lot better. I shouldn't sound like that way, but that's just me. But anyway, Jake Cousins, he got the win. He only pitched an inning, got a hit, and struck out 1. Aaron Ashby got the start for the Brewers on Sunday. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, a home run, walked 4, and he struck out 4. He got a no decision. Josh Hader, all opposing teams are starting to hate him a little bit more. He pitched an inning and struck out 2. He got the save. Dakota Hudson had his struggles. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, but he struck out 2. And that was it. Now, for this series, I had 4 players for each team on my watch list for this series. Think about this for a minute. For the St. Louis Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt, he was not golden. He was not the golden boy, if you get what I mean at all. In this series, he was 1 for 16 with a double, 1 run, and 2 strikeouts. That was it for him. Right now, Goldschmidt is not pure gold at all. He's only hitting 138 right now. Dylan Carlson, 1 for 19 in this 4-game set with 2 runs and a strikeout. He's only hitting 182. Tyler O'Neill, good but not great. 5 for 16 with 4 runs, a double, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. He's hitting 276 right now. You know, I call Paul Goldschmidt the golden boy. I'm about to take that title away from him and give it to Nolan Arenado. Arenado, for this 4-game set, he was 6 for 14, 4 runs, 2 doubles in the series, a home run, 3 RBIs, 3 walks, and he only struck out once. The guy's hitting 433 right now, for crying out loud. So you had the Stone Cold and the Red Hot for the Cardinals. And it was the same way for the Milwaukee Brewers. Here's the case in point. Kelton Wong. For this series, he was 3 for 15 with 2 runs. He had a triple in the series. An RBI, but he struck out 4 times. He's only hitting 194. Willie Adams for this 4-game set. 1 for 14 with a run, an RBI. He walked 3 times, and he struck out 6 times. He's only hitting 189. Andrew McCutchen. He was better. 5 for 15 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, but he struck out twice. He's hitting 282 right now. Roddy Tellez. He was 3 for 11 in this series with a run, an RBI, a double, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He's hitting 296. That's how impressive this is. The Cardinals lead the National League Central with the Brewers behind. What else is new? I picked the Cardinals to win the National League Central because of Pujols and Molina. Neither hasn't done much, but you got Goldschmidt, despite you had Arenado, he's red hot, he's hitting 433. Tyler O'Neill hitting 276. Paul Goldschmidt needs to start hitting balls now. He's got to get that batting average up. You're not going to hit 138 and get very far. Dylan Carlson, the same way. 182. Can't do that. That's all there is to it. Now, we will see the Brewers next Sunday night on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. They face the Philadelphia Phillies next weekend. We'll see what happens. But this series, nothing was resolved here at all. I know it's April, but the National League Central is going to be red hot as usual. All right, let's move on. The Toronto Blue Jays, they're right now they're the red hot team in the AL East. They have a half-game lead over the Boston Red Sox, and the Blue Jays took 2 of 3 from the Oakland A's. Let's look back. Friday night, the Blue Jays beat the A's 4-1. Adam Stenberg. He only pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 1 hit and struck out 3. He got the win. Dalton Lafreniere, I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Dalton Lafreniere got the loss. He pitched 4 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs. He gave up a home run. He walked 1 and struck out 2. And Jordan Romano for the Blue Jays got the save. He pitched an inning and struck out 2. That was big. On Saturday, the A's got the win. Danny Jimenez, he got the win. He pitched an inning, struck out 3. Julian Merriweather, he got the loss. He only pitched an inning, gave up 2 earned runs, struck out 3. And Lou Trevino, and I said Lou Trevino, not Lee Trevino. I said Lou Trevino, FYI. He pitched an inning, walked 1, struck out 3. He gets the save. And then on Sunday, the Blue Jays beat the A's 4-3. Alex Monash, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, struck out 6, and he gave up a home run, unfortunately. And Adam Oehler only pitched 3 1/3, gave up 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, but he struck out 3, but he walked 3. The Blue Jays are in first place for 3 very good reasons. George Springer, he's hitting .268 right now. He's red hot, but he was only 1 for 10 in this 3-game set with two runs, a double, but he struck out 4 times. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he was only 2 for 11 in this series with a run, a home run, 2 RBIs, a walk, and he struck out 3 times. He's hitting .289. Now, who's the hottest bat for the Toronto Blue Jays right now? Is it George Springer? No. Is it Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? Almost, but not quite. Surprisingly, the hottest bat for the Blue Jays is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In this 3-game set, he was 6 for 10 with 5 runs, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. A walk, he struck out 3 times, but he's hitting .306. Incredible. But what about the Oakland A's? I've got 3 players that I had on my mind. Tony Kemp was the first one. He was 3 for 8 in this series with a run, a walk, a strikeout. He's hitting .303. Sean Murphy for this 3-game set. He was 4 for 11 with 3 runs, a double, a home run, 3 RBIs, but he struck out 3 times. This guy's hitting .256. And Chad Pinder, he was 3 for 10 for this 3-game set with an RBI, but he struck out 3 times. He's hitting close to .280 right now. The Blue Jays are in first place in the AL East because they've got the pitching, they've got the hitting, they got George Springer, they got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and now all of a sudden they got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. as well. This guy's hitting over 300 at the moment. If he can stay hot, this is going to be an interesting stretch. I know it's only April, but if the Blue Jays can stay like this, we could be talking about them making a playoff run. Stay tuned. Now, the Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. Both teams get a split in the series. On Thursday night, it was all San Diego. A 12-1 beatdown like you wouldn't believe. Joe Musgrove, Pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 6. He got the win. Charlie Morton, last year, pitched 1 game in the World Series, suffered a broken leg. He came back, won his first start, then he struggled in the second start. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 earned runs, a home run, 3 walks, but he struck out 5. He got the loss. Then on Friday, the Braves got their revenge. Kyle Wright, he got a no decision. He pitched 5 solid innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He struck out 9. Darren Daisy got the win. He pitched an inning and struck out 2. And the loss goes to Pierce Johnson. He pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, struck out 2. And Kenley Jansen, he got the win by pitching an inning and striking out 2. Then on Saturday, same final score, 5-2 Atlanta. Ian Anderson, a very impressive performance. He pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, a home run. He walked 1 and he struck out 7. Nick Martinez got the loss. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs. He walked 4 and he struck out 3. Kenley Jansen on Saturday got another save. He pitched an inning and struck out 1. So Jansen got 2 saves in 1 4-game set. Then on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, the game that you guys watched on ESPN, the Padres beat the Braves 2-1. Yu Darvish, a great night for him. He pitched 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, a home run. He struck out 8. He got the win. Bryce Elder, he pitched 4 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 5. He struck out 3. And Taylor Rogers came on in the ninth. He pitched an inning, struck out 2, and he got a save. His second save of the season. How impressive was the Padres pitching tonight, despite the home run? And if you look at this series, and if you look at everybody right now, Manny Machado is back. Okay, he was 3 for 12 for the series, had a double, had an RBI, and he struck out 3 times. Machado's hitting .318. Is he the hottest batter on the roster right now? No. That honor goes to Eric Hosmer. He was 6 of 16 for the series with a run. He had 2 doubles in the series. He had 2 RBIs, 5 strikeouts. Hosmer's hitting .378 right now. And Austin Nola, he was 2 for 11 for the series with 3 runs, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. He's hitting a measly .233. Now, .233 would normally not be something to be disappointed about. But when you got Machado hitting .318 and Hosmer hitting .378, that's enough to get my attention. Well, what about the Atlanta Braves? Matt Olson, the newest acquisition. He was 7 of 15 for the series with a run. He had 2 doubles in the series, a home run, 1 RBI, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Olson, he's hitting .421 right now, for crying out loud. Austin Riley, he was 2 for 16 in the series, but he had 2 runs, a double, a walk. He struck out 6 times. Riley's hitting .270. Keep that in mind. Now, Marcell Ozuna, he was 5 of 16 for the series. 2 runs, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, but he had 3 strikeouts. Ozuna's hitting a respectable .318. The Braves and the Padres got a split. The Padres have the Reds coming up here pretty soon. And the Braves, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But the baseball weekend is over. The weekend in sports is over. But what a weekend it was. The USFL got back underway and the NBA playoffs are in full swing. I'm not going to worry about the NBA playoffs until it gets closer. Until like maybe the first or second rounds are over. That's where my main focus on the NBA playoffs will be. Right now, it's just a feeling out process at this moment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for my closing thoughts on this night. The Ohio State Buckeyes had their spring game this past Saturday. There was full tributes to Dwayne Haskins, who lost his life in Florida. During the game, people were thinking about Haskins and the best man in the land. Buckeye Nation, their hearts were heavy as Haskins was on everybody's mind. I still think about what Dwayne Haskins did. He was only with us for a short time, but he knew what had to be done. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist a few years back. And Haskins, he debuted against Michigan in 2017. He brought Ohio State back down. He brought Ohio State back to get a victory over the Maize and Blue. Then in 2018, he just went on an offensive explosion in the horseshoe against the team up north. He's led Ohio State to 2 Big Ten championships. He was a Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year. He was actually a Big Ten member of the All Big Ten team. Haskins' career was going to take off in the NFL. I had a feeling. When he signed with the Steelers before he lost his life, I'm thinking, hey, maybe his career is going to go somewhere. Haskins is gone, but his memory at Ohio State will live on. And after the spring game on Saturday, I felt even from where I was, I even felt it. I felt his presence and I felt his guidance. And when one of the Buckeye players delivered the team prayer after the spring game, I mean, the stadium was so quiet, you could hear the prayer at the end of the game. You can only fit about 110,000 people in the horseshoe. Haskins is gone, but his memory at Ohio State still lives on this night. Okay, folks, on that note, I am going to go ahead and get on out of here. Dwayne Haskins, thank you for all the memories that he gave us at Ohio State. Thank you guys so much for being with me here on this night. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being with me, and God bless. Good night, everybody, and I